Welcome to the Unemployed Journeyman, and in this episode we have both legs of the African Champions League semi-final against ES Tunis. Welcome to the video, everybody, and let's get into things. The last time you was with me was for the two games against Raja Casablanca, played Sekakun United off camera. But Raja Casablanca was a Champions League quarter-final. In the first leg, away from home, we drew 2-2, thanks to goals from Massetti and absolutely insane striker Kamalo. And then in the second leg, we won the second leg 6-2 with Kamalo getting a hat-trick, Massetti getting on the score sheet, Ayanda and Shweni also getting goals as well. It was quite the victory. Since then, we played TS Galaxy in the league and drew 2-2. This was a game where we had the opportunity to actually win the league if we had won the game, but unfortunately we didn't win the game, so therefore we haven't won the league yet. And then we played Swallows in the South African FA Cup quarter-final, a 4-3 win in that game. 2 goals from Shweni, 1 from Kanya Moses and 1 from Kamalo. In what was actually an epic of a game. It was just end-to-end. The highlights were just continuous. And that brings us to today, where we have ES Tunis in both of today's games, back-to-back games. We're at home first and away second. I prefer to play away first and then at home, but the idea will be get a win at home and try not to lose in the away game. We have also got Abatuks in the South African FA Cup semi-final, and then we've got 2 final league games of the season. One against Chippa United and the next against Pretoria Callies. If I show you the Premier League table, we are 2 points clear of Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates only have 1 more game to play, so they can only get 3 more points and make 61 points. That's why if we'd beaten TS Galaxy, we'd have been on 62 and the league would have been over. What I'm going to try and do is when we play Chippa United, I'll record the trophy lift part of it, basically, so just so you can see the trophy lift. But yeah, it looks like we're going to win the league. I mean, Chippa United are in the relegation zone. We don't want it to come down to the last game of the season against Pretoria Callies, because that is absolutely a game that potentially we could lose, especially since we're away from home as well. In terms of ES Tunis, though, they are a very good side. If you have a look at their general thing, they're a continental 3.5-star reputation side. They are 7-time winners of the African Champions League, last winning it 5 seasons ago. So they are a team with pedigree in this competition. They are the best team left in the competition. If we get through to the final, we'll be playing either Pyramids of Egypt or Supersport United of South Africa. We've already beaten Pyramids twice in the group stage, where they looked pretty poor in the group stage, I've got to be said. But obviously, they've got their act together a little bit here. They beat Zamalek in the quarterfinals, who are not much of a team by the looks of it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see who we would face if we do manage to get past ES Tunis. I would like to say I'm confident, and with Kamalo as our striker up top, anything is possible. So let's get into the home leg of this tie, and let's go over to the matchday centre. And here we are with the team in front of us. There's only one bit of team news to bring in terms of injuries. Sifo Roman is out injured. He's going to be out for a day. He probably wouldn't be a normal starter. Ayanda is usually the guy that I have in my starting 11, but he is our next choice centre-back, so to speak. But the team we go out with is Gomazulu in goal, Jabali left-back, Frimpong right-back, Massetti and Ayanda in the midfield, Gabesi and Massetti and Ayanda in the defence, Gabesi and Meloto in midfield, with Moses and Nkobo out wide, Kamalo and Shweni up top. These two have been fantastic as a team, they really have. And Nkobo and Moses are a real threat out wide as the wingers, getting the balls in the box for Kamalo and Shweni. So hopefully they can do that today as well and get us a win against Tunis. If we don't win this home leg, I'm going to be very doubtful as to whether we can progress to the next round, because ES Tunis, as I've already said, are a very, very good team. They are one of the best teams in the African Champions League. Regular winners of it, them and pretty much any Egyptian team. Well, Al Ali most notably, but obviously Tunis played Al Ali in the previous round and put them out. So that shows as well exactly what they are capable of. And we've just found out what they're capable of because they've just scored from a corner in the 20th minute. Away goals do count as well, remember. Tunis leading 1-0. We have an immediate highlight. Could this be us getting a goal back? Or are we going to go 2 down? I mean, the fact we've given the ball away from kickoff pretty much doesn't bode well for us. I don't want a poor performance because we've actually been very decent. Oh, look at that. Just cut us apart. It's 2-0. The Champions League dream is over, I'm afraid, folks. I'm going to call it now. We're not coming back from 2-0 down against ES Tunis. It's just... but we're better than this. But it's that constant thing of giving the ball away as well. Here's Moses, though, on the left-hand side. Gets across into the box. Kamalo with a header that... Lord knows what happened then, but the keeper's picked it up. They've had 4 shots at goal, 4 shots on target. We've had 4 shots on goal, none on target. We have a corner which is partially cleared, and Kobo gives it to Massetti, to Ayanda. Frimpong! Oh, Emmanuel Frimpong! 6th goal of the season. We've got a goal back. 25th minute of the game, it's 2-1. And Emmanuel Frimpong with a bullet into the bottom left-hand corner. That was our first shot on target as well, by the way. Right, here's Massetti to Jabali. I thought he was going to kick it out of play then. Here's Gabessi into the midfield for Nkobo, who's come in field. He finds Moses out on the left-hand side. This is looking promising. Cross in towards Shaweny, but it's over the bar. Why did we have that poor opening 20 minutes? Because we've looked a lot better since going 2-0 down. Here's Nkobo to Frimpong, to Shaweny. Cross towards Kamalo. Oh, Kamalo came close. If you want the ball to fall to anyone, it's certainly Kamalo because he's certainly got what it takes to put the ball in the back of the net. Right, it's half time. We're not as out of it as we were originally. I'm going to point the finger. Come on, lads, show a bit of desire. They've reacted to it. They've responded to it. Let's hope they can respond to it on the pitch as well. We still only had that 1 shot on target. This is another frustration. Just get some shots on target. And Kobo, the ball into the box. It's cleared. They can bring the ball away now. But they don't really... I don't know why that guy didn't just move forward. Here's Moses on the left-hand side. Gives it to Massetti, to Maloto. What a ball to Kamalo. What a goal from Kamalo. 37 goals this season. I don't like seeing that injury mark on him. But Kamalo has pulled us back level. Maloto with a beautiful ball over the top. And Kamalo with a little dink with his head was just enough to put the ball in the back of the net. And I'm going to have a look in a minute just to see how injured Kamalo is because potential lower leg injury. Wants to stay on, but injury is affecting him. I never thought I'd do this, but I'm actually bringing him off from Davu in the hope that it's only a little injury and he's going to be available for the second leg. Jabali again's not having a good go. I'm really disappointed with him. I'm tempted to change my goalkeeper. I really am tempted to bring Mokoena on. Oh, it's such a big call to make in a semi-final of the Champions League. No, I'm going to leave Gomazulu on for now. That's just going to be the only change for the time being. They have a free kick. It's over the top of the bar, ripples the top of the net. But it's still 2-2. I mean, in terms of the overall game, there's been pretty much nothing between us if you look at the stats. But it's just the fact we went 2-0 down so early in the game. Right, Jabali can come off for Simo Williams. I am going to take Gomazulu off. He's on a 6.1. I've got to bring him off. He's going to cost us a goal otherwise. Right, and Kobo's not been particularly good. I mean, he's been average. He's not been bad, but he's not been particularly good either. Do I bring Kalashaweo on for him? I'm going to. There you go. Kalashaweo comes on for Nkobo. We're chasing a winner. We want that winning goal to give us the lead. We had the ball in their box then, but they've cleared their lines. Moses picks up the loose ball. Gives it to Gabessi, to Massetti. Goes back out to Williams. Gabessi again to Williams. Ball into the box towards Shaweny. Oh, that was so close. We nearly got a third. If he actually got it on target, it probably would have gone in. Right, and Davu gives the ball away. Congratulations, lad. Well done. Can we win the ball back? or are we going to undo all our hard work? Right, we've got the ball back, and David to Moses, who loses it. Here's Frimpong to Kalashaweo. Ball in the box. It's a goal. I think it's an own goal. It is an own goal. 3-2. What a comeback. Oh, my word. I'm starting to dream again. An own goal has given us a 3-2 lead over Tunis. Right, we've got one more substitution we can make. Because, to be honest, I don't really want to settle on just... Oh, didn't mean to click on you, Gabessi. I think we're going to bring Gabessi off and bring... It says to bring Shalembu on. I usually bring Masuku on. I think Masuku will be the man I do bring on. Oh, come on, boys. Win the game. I know I say I want a fourth, but I'll settle for 3-2 and we can pick up the win. What a game this has been. 4 minutes to be added on. Can we see it through in what has been a very close game? We have seen it through, and we have beaten ES Tunis at home by 3-2. I'm glad I brought him on, getting a rating of 7. Looking at the stats, they had 21 shots. We had 21 shots at goal compared to their 7. We only had 3 on target compared to their 5. Our XG, I mean, they had a 0.74 XG and scored 2 goals. I need to consider who I put in goal for the second leg. I really do. 13 shots off target. That is insane. Both teams only had 1 clear-cut chance. But in terms of the average rating, we were a 6.88 to a 6.69. Like I said, very, very close. Let's have a look at what Kamalo's injury is. Fingers crossed, everybody. Please don't let it be a major injury. We need him for the next game. When is the next game? It's in 7 days' time. Here we go. 1 to 2 days. Thank heavens for that. Right, the Champions League gods are smiling on us at the moment. Let's get to the second leg. Can we see this through and qualify for the Champions League final? Do you see who's missing from our team? And Davu and Shueni are our front 2, because Kamalo was only out injured for 1 or 2 days, and then 2 days before the game he twisted his knee and he's out for up to another 3 days. He's only out for 5 days, but he's out for another 3 days, and there's a big red mark next to him. I can't even play him. If he was playable, I would have risked him for this game because he's so good. But, oh, it's such a blow. In terms of in goal, we're going to stick with, or I'm going to stick with Gomazulu. Let me know in the comments. No cheating. Let me know now before the game. Would you have switched Mokoena in goal, or would you stick with Gomazulu? My decision to stick with Gomazulu could cost us a place in the Champions League final. You never know, he might be a hero. It might actually be the best decision I've made. But anyway, we have Gomazulu in goal, Jabali left back, Frimpong right back, Massetti and Ayanda in the midfield. What do I keep saying in the midfield? In the centre of defence, Gabessi and Maloto in midfield, Moses and Kobo out wide with Ndevu and Shueni up top. I need these two to do the job for me. I really do. Ndevu is the deep line forward there, whereas Kamalo usually does the poacher role, but he prefers to be a deep line forward, so we'll give him the role as a deep line forward. I've just checked that that is correct. I mean, he don't mind being a poacher, to be fair. I mean, I could play a Trek Artista. I've never played, I can't even pronounce it. I've never played that in all the time I've played Football Manager. And I'm not about to start now in the semi-final second leg of the Champions League. Right, let's get into the game. Oh, I'm so nervous. We are at one football match, 90 minutes away from a place in the Champions League final. I've just got this feeling that the fact they've got 2 away goals is going to come back to haunt us. I know what Football Manager likes to do, and I can see them winning 2-1, for example, and going through on the away goal rule. I can just see it now, and it's disgusting if that's what happens. But hopefully the boys can go out, get us an early goal would be really useful. And David picks up the loose ball from the free kick to Gabessi. And Frimpong now. Frimpong is into the box, and Frimpong has scored again. It's his 7th of the season. Emmanuel Frimpong, the man I bought in. Oh my word, we've taken the lead, and we've got one of them 2 away goals back as well. We're 4-2 up on aggregate. Oh, are we actually going to do this? If we beat ES Tunis, I absolutely will believe we can win this Champions League. I've said all along that Al Ali and ES Tunis are the two favourites for this competition. And the fact that we're an hour now away, an hour in game that is, from knocking ES Tunis out. Right, they have the ball. Frimpong wins it back. Frimpong is becoming the MVP, I'm telling you. Here's Shueni now, out on the right-hand side. It's not where he really belongs. He belongs in the middle. Gives it to Nkobo. Oh, and it's a goal from Ndevu. It's his 10th for the season. And Ndevu replacing Kamalo. And like he's done on so many times this season for us already, he's come up with the goods. The away goal rule now is not relevant because we've matched what they've done and we are 2-0 up at half-time. Frimpong and Ndevu with the goals. Oh, my word. We've never won the African Champions League, by the way. When I say we, I don't just mean us. I mean Cape Town City have never won the African Champions League. We are 45 minutes away from being in the final. As long as we don't concede 3 goals in the second half, then we will. They've made 2 substitutions at half time. Don't blame them. They're 2-0 down. They need to try and do something. What we don't want to do is concede a goal this early into the second half because that would be quite damaging. I mean, we won the ball back and then just give it back to them again. Right, we've won it back again. Long ball up towards Shueni, who gets a good header to Nkobo, who gets it back to Shueni. Shueni's still going on this right. He likes coming out on the right-hand side, doesn't he? And Davu, oh, he's hit the crossbar. Oh, and Davu almost got... I'm telling you now, if we score one more goal, that is it, game over. No doubt about it. One more goal for us, and it would be game over. I mean, part of me thinks, do I just go all out, well, not all out attack, but switch to positive mentality and really go for this 3rd goal of the game. But I'm not going to be that mad. Well, one back again, but then again, we just give it away. Oh, I hate how we give the ball away. You're probably sick and tired of me keep saying it, but I am. Right, they're coming forward, and that's a woeful attempt from ES Tunis. I'm not going to count my chickens. I'm really not. Because I know what we're capable of when it comes to messing things up. And there's 1 goal back. This is exactly what I was saying about. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm begging you, boys. Just do not do what I think you're going to do. Right, substitution o'clock. We've got some very tired players. Moses is looking quite tired, so I think Matabula can come on for him. And I think we're going to take Gabesi off. For some reason, he's complacent. We're going to bring Shalembe on purely because Shalembe is a better defensive-minded player than Masuku. Masuku is more the deep-line playmaker, likes to get the ball around the park and all this sort of stuff. Whereas Shalembe can do that role, but he is also better defensively. And I'm not making any more changes for the time being. I will make them soon, though. We're so close. Right, what are we going to do? I mean, for once, Jabali's actually having a good game. So I think... I think Chad and Lovu can come into the centre of the defence just to give us some extra legs in there. And I think Jabali can come off for Simo Williams as well. Again, I just want legs at the back. I want fresh legs at the back. 5 minutes to go. We're leading 2-1 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate without a superstar striker, Kamalo. 3 minutes to be added on. We're doing it, folks. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's for us. And Kobo with the corner. Oh, and I think that was Nlovu that almost got a goal. And there it is. We are in the final of the Champions League. We have beaten ES Tunis 2-1 away from home, 3-2 at home to complete an absolutely memorable performance. What a 2-legged tie that was. In terms of the Champions League final, it's a 2-legged affair. Why are we playing 2 legs for Champions League final? Right. I'm going to assume that we are going to win the Premier League, or the Premiership, I should say. So what we will do is in Monday's episode, we will play the final, both legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 legs of the final. I'll play Pretoria, Calais off camera, unless it comes down to 2 legs. But I think we're going to win the Premier League. We'll play 2 the final game of the season, then I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll probably just show a highlights package or something like that. But either way, it'll be the Champions League final on Monday. Now, important conversation, folks, because if we win that Champions League final against either Pyramids or Supersport United, that is effectively the save over. Now, my thought process, and I've mentioned this previously, is that I'm going to stay within this universe because I just love the fact that we're in this universe. I love this save, to be honest. But we won't be calling it the Unemployed Journeyman anymore. It'll be called something else. What I'm considering doing is going to somewhere like Europe, and in particular the Premier League, because I did make that promise when we first started that we would not be going and managing in England. And we've kept to that promise. But what I might do is wait until the season's over, see if any big jobs come up in the Premier League. And if they do, apply for them. And it'll be luck of the draw, depending on who actually becomes available, really. And if we have a look at the Premier Division at the moment, I mean, Arsenal's not likely to become available, neither's Tottenham, Newcastle, Liverpool. If we look down here, the fact that, I mean, Man United are 16th in the league. That could become available if it's not already been available. Man City could become available, maybe even Aston Villa. You know, we could have a look at what jobs come up and I then go and manage that club. So let me know what you think of that in the comments and we'll see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, if I end up not winning the Champions League final, then none of that really matters because we'll be here for another season. But let me know what you think of that idea in the comments. Would you be up for that? And yeah, I'll see you on Monday for the Champions League final, both legs of it. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Have an amazing weekend, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.